Right, what is going on, guys? JJ Richards here, and welcome back to another YouTube video.
Yeah, we make 'em all
Right, guys, so welcome to episode 21 of the UK Gym Tour. So today, we are very down south, so we are in Cornwall. We're on another family camping holiday, so I thought it'd be rude not to check out the best gym in Cornwall, which is right behind me. So we're at the Muscle Machine Gym in Cornwall. We actually came here yesterday on the way past so we could get set up with a week's membership. So they actually have like a week's membership you can get, which is 30 quid. So because we'll be coming every day, it's going to be a better option than buying a day pass. So it's always great when gyms actually cater for those kind of short-term memberships. So we already had a little look yesterday. I'm not going to lie. It is very, very, very good in there. So I'm excited to show you guys what's in there. Today we are training legs, of course. We've got to go in there, hit some legs. They've got some really cool machines in there. So guys, make sure you drop the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. As always, if there's any gyms that you guys want me to go and try out that you think is worth a visit, we travel everywhere, so drop a comment down below, give me some recommendations. But let's go in there now. Let me show you guys what they've got. Let's go smash some legs. Right then, guys, so first exercise that we're going to do is the lying hamstring curl. So in my training now, whenever I'm doing lower body, I always start with hamstrings and finish with quads. Most people do it the other way around because they prefer to train quads when their energy is at the highest, whereas in terms of my development for my lower body, my quads are already developed, but my hamstrings need to be brought up a little bit to match my quads. So that's why I always hit hamstrings first when I'm fresh, rather than just adding it on at the end as like an afterthought. So what we're doing is we're using the lying hamstring curl. This is a Life Fitness one. I always think whenever it comes to like selectorized pin loaded equipment, you can't really go too far wrong with Life Fitness. I would arguably say that in terms of like selectorized kit, I think it's very hard to beat it because they are very, very good, smooth, well-functioning machines. So what we've done is we've kind of done 4 or 5 sets already, just working anywhere between 10 to 15 reps, and then we're doing like 2 heavy sets where we're just going to go absolute all out to failure on this one. The only annoying thing about this and every other lying hamstring curl machine is the positions of the handles are here. So when you're actually on the machine, I want the handles to be down here so I can brace into the machine, whereas for whatever reason, every time they design it, they always put the handles in front of it, so you can't pull and brace in. Please, somebody, if you're listening to this, create one of these machines with the handles below the shoulders, please. Right, let's go, big set. Right then, so second exercise, what we're going to do is we're going to use the seated hamstring curl. So again, second hamstring movement that we're doing. Again, this is focused on that shortened position. And this machine is actually really good because the way the strength curve is on it, when you bring the heel towards the glute, so when the hamstring's in the shortest position, that's when the maximum load really kind of like adds to the hamstring contraction. So the strength curve on this movement is really good to really kind of overemphasize that contraction when the hamstring's in the shortest position. So again, what we're doing on this was just doing 3 sets, and again we're just going anywhere from like 12 to 15 reps. So this is the third and final one. Weight's still quite moderate on this one because I don't really like going too heavy, because I like focusing on that control and contraction. Otherwise, if I'm just swinging too much, I feel like I'm using like too much hip momentum, if that makes sense. So let's go. So if you notice that the tempo from the last rep is exactly the same as the tempo from the first rep. So don't start real deliberate and then finish sloppy. Make sure that the last rep is just as good, if not better, than the first rep. Right then, so third exercise. So now what we're going to move on to is a movement that's going to focus more on lengthening the hamstring. So the first 2 movements, as you can see, was a curl. So the emphasis is more loading the hamstrings in a shortened position. So what I always like to finish off is either like an RDL using a barbell or a dumbbell, because that way then what we're doing is then lengthening the hamstring and getting it back nice and long. So the dumbbells actually only go up to 50 kilos in here. So we're just going to do 2 sets. This is the second set we're going to do. So the first one we just pushed for 12. This one we're just going to push for max reps. So hopefully anywhere between 12 and 15. But again, we're only going to do 2 sets on this one. We did deadlifts about 4 or 5 days ago, so lower back is still a little bit dummy from that session, so we're not going crazy on the hip hinging, but I just want to make sure we're doing enough just to overemphasize the lengthening aspect of this movement. So let's go. So you'll notice that when I do this exercise, I don't come all the way up, because I don't like to disconnect the load from the hamstrings. So I always keep the load directly on the hamstrings. I never stand up straight. Before people start saying I do partial reps. So stay here. Down the barrel, waiting for the final gates to open to a new tomorrow. Right, so now we're moving on to quad. So we've done 3 hamstring exercises. Now we're going to transition over onto working quads. So the first movement we're going to do is the Cybex hack squat. Now, this is like the OG of hack squats. Everyone can appreciate the joys of lifting some heavy ass weight on a Cybex hack squat. However, this one I can't lift as heavy as I normally would because the machine's so new. It's still quite stiff. So that's why sometimes like the pieces of kit that are a bit older, usually you can stack a bit more weight on them because they've been broken in, let's just say. So this one is still looks brand new. So 3 plates aside, feels like 10 right now. I'm just saying this just to give an excuse as to why I'm not lifting very heavy, but we're going to try a 6 to 8 and just see how it feels. Right, so that set actually felt pretty good with 3 plates. So we're going to do 2 working sets on this. So we've just gone to 3.5 plates. And again, I'm going to try and hit anything from 6 to 8. You'll notice there is a band attached to this machine. However, we've taken it off because we are not using it. One thing I don't understand is why people feel the need to reverse band a hack squat. Because when you're in that bottom position, that's when the muscle wants to be working. However, the band is doing some of the work for you. So if the weight's too heavy, take some plates off and just use your legs. Stop relying on the band so you can put more weight on it so it looks good on Instagram. Okay? Take the band off, use your legs. Run over. Let's go. That felt a bit heavier. Right, second exercise for quads. Again, another machine. Put 4 plates on it, thinking that's average for a warm-up set. Normally, we'll have at least like anywhere between 12 to 15 plates per side. Usually, 4 plates on this feels absolutely insane. So, yeah, don't know what's going on today. If this kit is just super heavy, or I had way too much space cake last night. But anyway, this is a really nice bit of kit. So this is the Panatta Super Leg Press 45-degree dual system. Is a technical full name for it. So this is quite cool because this mechanism here, it also allows you to do single leg as well. So you can either do single leg, or if you put the bar across, you can do dual. So today we'll be doing dual. So again, what we're doing is just 3 working sets. We're going anywhere between like 12 to 15 reps on this. So this is the second set in. First set was super hard. This machine's super heavy. So we're going to go in, try to see if we can smash out another 15. This seat as well, it's like one of those memory foam mattresses. It's really soft, so it just kind of like curves naturally to your spine. It's nice. That's like Italian upholstery for you. Right. I like that. I've used a lot of Panatta kit before, but never really trained legs on it. This is the first time I've proper trained legs on this leg press. Nice, I like it. Right, so just for my own ego, I got Lucy to test the Panatta leg press straight after I used it. She agreed that it is a very, very heavy machine. So I'm not just weak as piss today, it is the machines. So, third and final exercise we're doing for quads is a leg extension. Again, good old-fashioned life fitness. This is actually probably one of my favourite leg extensions. I can't think of one on the top of my head that I prefer more than this one. When it comes to the setup of a leg extension, I never like the seat too far forward because I don't want my lower back to actually connect to the pad. I just like my shoulders to connect to it because that way I feel like when I'm leaning back, I'm fully lengthening the quadricep. Whereas I feel like if I'm forced forward, I feel like I'm already in quite a short position. So I feel like when I lean back, I just get more of a stretch. I just get more range of movement. So give it a go. Let me know what you think versus how you typically do it. So we always like to finish quads with a set intensifier. So it'd be rude not to do a triple drop set today. So what we're going to do is heavy to start off with, 10-12 reps, drop it by 4 plates, go again, one last time, go again, until literally every fibre in my quadriceps is saying, JJ, I'm done, mate. Oh, help if I change the weight stack. Right, let's go. We about to turn it on. When you stop and start, that's when it hurts. We got to turn it Oh my God. Ouch. That hurted a little bit. Fuck. Your turn. We're about to turn it on. Getting in and out is the hardest. There's no elegant way of doing that. We're about to turn it on. Not just for bikini girls. Right then, so Muscle Machine Gym in Cornwall. What an epic gym. And this review is actually quite different because I actually got a week's membership there, so I was actually able to train 4 sessions at that gym, so I was able to hit everything. So I was able to pretty much use all the machines that they had. So, firstly, access and parking, absolutely spot on. It's right off the A30, so if you're traveling through Cornwall or just visiting, it's really easy to access the gym. And also the fact that they cater for short-term memberships is a massive, massive win. So a week's membership, 30 quid. You know, if you train there 3 or 4 times, you're going to get your money's worth, because most gyms are anywhere between, like, these days, they're anywhere between £5 to £10 a day pass. Most of them average around £7.50, so that's pretty good value for money, especially, you know, for me, if I'm training twice a day doing cardio and weights. It was a win, and they were also kind enough to give me a key fob as well, so I was able to access a 24-hour system as well, which was really nice service. So, the gym itself, it's kind of the winning combo, because they've got hammer strength, they've got live fitness, they've got Panatta, little bit of Watson, and a couple of other little standalone pieces as well. So in terms of the vast majority of the kit and the brands they've got, absolutely spot on. You can't go wrong with hammer strength, you can't go wrong with live fitness. Panatta is just very, very good, and it's very, very popular at the moment, especially some of the arm kit that we've got to use in another session. So very, very good all over in terms of equipment. And I would say that it kind of fits in that medium-sized gym category in terms of UK gyms, where they've probably got you know, maybe like that 3 to 4 machines per muscle group, whereas a smaller gym might only have like 1 or 2, so you're quite limited. Whereas that one, you've got a good variety, so you know you can do different workouts using different bits of machinery, different bits of kit, so you're not always going to be using the same bits of machinery. So if that is your local gym, it's going to be really good that you can have variety whilst using the same gym. Then obviously you've got like the larger gyms, like the ultra flexors and things like that, that have like, you know, 7 or 8 bits of kit just for like one machine. So that's kind of where I would say it fits in terms of that medium gym range. And I think in terms of variety of equipment, I think they've got absolutely everything that you need. It's absolutely spot on. Again, I had some great workouts there. The gym was probably one of the highlights of my trip in Cornwall, if I'm honest with you. So very, very good. And I know I was chatting to someone, they are actually planning to extend as well. So if they extend, then they'll probably move into that larger kind of category. And if they keep with the consistency of the current gym, it would be epic. Now, I always try and find a few little things that a gym could improve on, and it's very, very difficult in this gym. If I was to be really nitpicky, they didn't have a water fountain inside the gym, so on one day I didn't take enough water and I couldn't find an actual water fountain in the gym. Maybe there is one, maybe I was just blind, but I couldn't see one. And also the dumbbells do only go up to 50 kilos. For me, I prefer them to be a little bit heavier. So they're the only really 2 things that I could think of in terms of, you know, if I wanted to make improvements, that's the only thing I'd think of. But again, that's just me being really picky. But again, I have to try and find a few little things. I can't just say it's amazing because it's very difficult to fault a gym like this because it was absolutely insane. Also, it's just little things like the toilets and like the bathrooms were immaculate. They were really nice, really clean, because it's that kind of like bodybuilder style gym, but it's clean and it's tidy and it's not just full of shit. So I like those kind of new style modern gyms that have a spin on the old school, like spit and sawdust gyms, where atmosphere is still good, like the gym etiquette is really good, and it's got that kind of good vibe for good proper old school training, but it's nice, clean, tidy, aesthetically pleasing. The lighting in there was also really good. They've got like these like low downlight red lights around the outside of the gym, and then they've got really nice spotties in the gym as well. So the lighting's also immaculate as well, which not a lot of gyms go to the extent to make sure the lighting's really good. So that's another definite tick in the box. So all in all, guys, absolutely sick gym. If you're visiting Cornwall, you have to check it out. I would highly recommend it. I promise you, even if it's a little bit out of your way, you will not regret it. So, amazing gym, amazing time. And again, thank you for having me whilst I was over there. And guys, as always, if there's any gyms that you want me to go and check out, want me to try, want me to do a review on, drop it down in the comment section below. Give the video a big fat thumbs up. As always, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, guys, peace.